All right, well, today is August the 16th, 2023, and at 11:40 a.m., we have a temperature of 96.2 degrees here in the foothills of Los Angeles. The relative humidity is 26.6%. We have a dew point of 55.3 degrees, and the barometer is reading 29.92 inches. All right, so right now, we're looking at this is the water vapor map for the East Pacific, and this was Hurricane Fernanda right here. And I wanted to show this bit of detail. Hurricane Fernanda is no longer. Yesterday, Tuesday, this was a strong Category 1 storm. I think it may have even been a Category a weak Category 2 storm. If we look at the National Hurricane Center map, we can see that right out here is where Fernanda is. 65-mile-an-hour winds, pressure of 994 millibar, moving west at 15 miles per hour, right just about, probably about 17 degrees north. Hawaii is at 20 degrees north, right along this line. And so this hurricane has been taken out. And yesterday it was a hurricane. Like I say, it was a Category 1, strong Category 1. All right. Now, notice what happens to Fernanda right here. This had a very well-defined eye wall. You can see the blast patterns and the icicle pattern all the way around that. That's the heated air rushing out at high speed, which causes this icicle pattern, these pressure waves. That's the superheated water vapor rushing away from the center of the targeted area. And then we see a lot of evaporation, and basically there's nothing left of Fernanda. Let's go ahead and look at this in the, let me see if I can find here's Fernanda right here. I'll let that load up. Meantime, we have another, let's see if we can find that. Here we go. This is the water vapor map showing the entire sequence. And we can see that it's targeted near the end of the loop here, and you can see the rings, the blast pattern, the icicle pattern all the way around. And we just have nothing left of Fernanda. Now, as you watch this, just think of Hurricane Ian last season, which was allowed to bear down and just completely destroy Fort Myer and that entire area. And in addition to that, there were no WSR 88Ds in service in Florida, and there's a number of them. I pointed them out in the past. Those are high power ground-based microwave Doppler radars. They're basically masquerading as severe weather detection radars, but they have a dual function, which is to break up storms and thunderstorms and severe weather. And I've shown that numerous times, how they create those pie-shaped cutouts, which is the evaporation pattern by the microwave energy evaporating the water vapor in the air. So I've shown that, hundreds of times. And so, getting back to Hurricane Ian, that was a storm that was allowed to mow through Fort Myer and cause billions in damage and ruin, thousands, tens of thousands of businesses and lives, people's homes, property, everything. These demons that control our weather. So here we have a perfect example of what I'm talking about. They can kill these hurricanes. Here's the eye wall. That it disappears. You can see that they're targeting that hurricane. This was a strong Category 1 yesterday. I think it even was up at 100 mile per hour winds for a short time. But look at that. You see this giant hole right there where that transmitter heated that up atmosphere, disrupting the lift. All these hurricanes are is just a convective machine, and the Coriolis effect is how we get the spinning going. And you have a low pressure center in the center of the vortex, and it pulls air rapidly up vertically through the column and out through the top of the hurricane. And that's what creates the hydrostatic pressure on the surface of the ocean, which actually lifts the ocean. It's like a hydraulic response. You're pulling pressure over many square miles, and that raises the ocean. It seems unbelievable, but that's what happens. All right, so you can see that Fernanda is no longer. And let's go ahead and look at this is the water vapor map for the East Pacific. This is the remnants of, let's go take a look here. This is Greg right here. 50-mile-an-hour winds, 1,000 millibar pressure, and it's moving west at 14 miles per hour just south of the islands, a few hundred miles south of the Hawaiian Islands, probably about 700 or 800 miles south. Okay, and then we have another one down here, Hillary. This is scheduled to move right up the Baja coast and into Southern California. Let's go ahead and look at that cone track right here, and we can see that they've got it scheduled as a hurricane through Friday morning, and then it weakens, and then it somehow regains strength right here, indicating on Sunday morning. So this is pointed right at San Diego and Tijuana, Mexico, and it'll be very interesting to see those WSR-88D ground-based microwaves chopping up and evaporating all the rain potential from this system. And we'll see how much rain we get from that. Now, looking at let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening here in California right now. We can see all that monsoonal moisture streaming into lower Southern California on the eastern side in Imperial County, Riverside County. I don't have the Doppler map up right now. I should probably pull that up. Let's go ahead and see if we can get that loaded up. You see we have a low pressure vortex right offshore. It's kind of a dry low. That means there's no convection around this vortex here, which is certainly unusual. There should be a lot of convection showing up. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Doppler map. See what we have here. Plenty of rain over Florida, Fort Myers, and various areas around. Okay, so Southern California, there's a little bit of rain happening in the desert area out near Palm Springs, Borrego Springs, and out into areas near the Salton Sea, Borrego Springs area, the Anza Borrego Desert. Okay, this is just a short update. There's the Salton Sea there. The Salton Sea, if they put some water pumps in this lake at various areas to aerate the water, this would come right back. All you need to do is aerate the water and desalinate it a bit, rebalance the water, pH and so forth. Water chemistry is interesting. You just aerate the water and remove some of that salt, and this would be a nice place. This used to be, people used to water ski on this lake back in the 50s. So the Salton Sea, that was a popular area at one time. Now it's just a, you see homeless drug addicts out there living in trailers. That's what's happened to a lot of California, not just that area. Okay, that's just it. I just wanted to do a quick update here. But there it is, Fernanda being completely destroyed. You can see the blast patterns, and it just literally is blown apart, squashed with the heat from either laser energy or microwave, concentrated microwave energy. Okay, let's see if we can run this, and this is Fernanda. I'm getting to get used to this map here. I just found this website, and I'm figuring out the controls on it and so on. We'll get some better video of this in the future, but it does have some great high resolution visible light. You can see the the dimple marks where the transmitters are targeting the storm. And anyway, we'll come back to that another time. So there it is. This is Hillary, scheduled to move up into California Monday morning. So we'll see what kind of rain we have, what happens with that system. Okay, that's it for now.